Hello everyone. So I'm just going to talk you through this PowerPoint and what you need to do and when you probably should be doing it. So to start off with, this is a planter project, and the opportunities here are for you to do a bit of research into some of those key core areas. You can develop some of your idea, concept sketching skills, as well as your technical drawing skills. And essentially, although you'll be making it out of recycled products, it's a really good opportunity to practice that rapid prototyping that you'll be needing to do at GCSE. Okay, so let's have a look at what the project looks like. So the first page looks a bit like this, and it's just a bit of research. So essentially what I'd like you to do is, first of all, you need to go onto your Seneca, and I would like you to complete this entire section up to environment on Seneca. That's going to give you a really good starting point. And the reason is, what we need to know are these initial ideas of what's the impact of plastic bottles, why is there so much food packaging, why is it being recycled, what is climate change, what do we mean by sustainability, the 6Rs. So these following video clips, if you watch those, they will help you with that. They'll give you a bit of information about recycling, about plastic bottles, life cycles, and so on. Once you've watched that, move on to the next page, which is recycling. And there's another video that goes, it's a really good video about how not everything that goes in the recycling bin will actually get recycled. And the stuff that does go to recycling, what's the impact of that? So once you've watched all those videos and you've made some notes, in your student booklet, you are going to complete the first activity. So let's have a look at that. So here's the booklet, and if I just move this across, there we go. That's your suggested timeline, and I'm expecting this to take you 5 weeks if you're doing it in a relaxed way. If you're sort of just cracking on through it, then yeah, you can probably do a lot quicker than that. But I'd sort of expect you to break it down over 5 weeks. So week 1, this week, is all about the research tasks. So you pop your name on here, and then this is activity 1. So what are the good and bad things about recycling? Because there are some bad things. And then in your opinion, which do you think it is? Do you think it's good or bad? Somewhere in the middle, decide, and then justify why you think that based on the research that you've found out. Okay, so that's activity 1. The next lot of research is about why we care about what the impact is. And so we're going to look at the impact on the environment, and then also we're going to do a little bit of research into farming. So there's a huge amount of resources and carbon emissions that come from farming for food. There's such a huge population that all need to be fed. Farming is a massive issue, and so we've got 3 new types of farming that I want you to look into. You've got vertical farming, sky farming, and urban farming. And these videos will give you a bit of an insight into each one of them. Once you've done that, back over to your booklet. Page 2 is going to get you to look at the 6Rs, to recap those, and then to list all of the benefits of the different types of farming. So once you've watched the video, you can put all the positives here and all the negatives here for each different type of farming. Just to go back to this slide, we've got the 6Rs. That video explains about the 6Rs, and what I want you to do on this activity is to actually think about, in your life, just looking around at your house, how could you reduce in order to have a positive impact? How could you refuse in order to have a positive impact? And these are my examples here. Okay. So, moving on. Recycling is obviously, it's okay, but there's other things we can do. We've got the 6Rs, and we've got sustainability. And so, in design terms, we're talking about sustainability as being something that has as reduced an impact as possible on the planet, and something that comes from materials that can be reused or recycled. So it's not just a one-off use that has a big impact. And then once we've done that, I want you guys to create a mind map. Okay, and this is to identify where your product can go. So a bit of home research. You're going to make a planter that looks like something like this. So where could it actually go in your house? And I want you to do a bit of research into your home and to create a mind map. That looks like this. So you fill out the 6 R's. How will the planter meet the 6 R's? And then in the space below, create a mind map. Now you can just add to this mind map normally, or if you like, you can follow this link and it will take you to a really good website where it generates mind maps like this. It's really easy to use, it's free, it's online, and I find it helps make a better mind map because you're not spending all your time drawing a line, creating a box, typing into it. You just simply click on a button and it just sort of creates a new link and you just type in what you want, and it's really, really fast. So have a go at that if you want. If not, just use it normally. Okay, now the next thing for you guys, and the final thing for this week, would be to create a user profile. So here we are again. This is an example of a GCSE user profile here, and for me it just really sums up. We've got the name and information, we've got what are the likes and dislikes, which are incredibly important when we're coming up with a product, and we've got specific information about the task in hand. We've got some mood boards going on that give us an idea about our client, just to help us as a bit of a source of inspiration. So for you guys, you'll be then creating a user profile that includes a mood board, and if possible, get an interview with the client. So if you're going to make this for somebody at home, ask them where do they want it to go, what things do they like, what sort of style could you make it to please them. So have a bit of an interview in there as well. And once you've done that, that is you. That's the end of research, and that's the end of week 1. So next week I'll post another video just explaining week 2 and creative input and creative design. But in the meantime, that is it really. Just work your way through these different research points. 7 slides.